Hello, Trainfan44 here, and welcome to my review of K-9, the Ultimate Collector's Edition. I will point out first that this isn't going to be like a review of like each individual episodes, like 26 of them will be here forever. I might do it at some point in the future if I feel like it, because it's a long series. I don't think it really were these. What's it called? If they do like a second series, which who knows when they'll do that? We've been hearing rumours for ages and they just haven't got anywhere with it. So yeah. I'll give you a bit of backstory to this because some of you might not know. This is a series produced by like a British-Australian joint thing by several different companies. Not the BBC though. But according to Bob Baker, this is the K-9 in this is the official K-9 that was in the K-9 Mark 1 with Tom Baker and quite a few big Finnish audios. So yeah. What's interesting about this is that it's not actually connected. It is a Doctor Who spin-off, but it's not done by the BBC. Because Bob Baker, the creator of K-9, he owns the character rights of K-9. I think, forgive me if I get this information wrong. But the design of K-9 actually belongs to the BBC. Not sure how that works or anything, but you'd think they'd both be the same thing. But yeah, and Bob Baker wanted to do a series. Words. Yeah, John Leeson does voice K-9 in this as he does before. But yeah. It's a very complicated series. Legally, this series is very complicated. Like I said, the Bob Baker owns the character rights, BBC own the look of it. So what Bob Baker's been wanting to do a series like this for a long time, but when he was actually doing the series, he approached the BBC if they wanted to be a part of it, and the BBC declined because they wanted to focus on Torchwood Miracle Day. I think they probably. But I don't get that because Miracle Day was also getting funding from like Stars Production in America, so they could have done this as well. Because the effects in this series are not good at all. The effects are bad. Anyway, to the actual series itself, the storylines are good. I like the series. K-9 is good. There's a lot more character to K-9 in this than I think. Because K-9 doesn't actually, he can't remember the dots or anything. Because due to them not being allowed to use it. Sorry, because they're not allowed to actually use K-9 in this. I'm trying to get words out here. It's quite hard to explain it. They're not allowed to use references to. They're not allowed to reference Doctor Who, but they were able to sneak a few little ones past them. Specifically, the fact that they've managed to. There was I think the first few notes from the Doctor Who, like "do we you" that bit, yeah, in the first episode that K-9 hears, but you can't remember where it comes from. Anyway, I'll go on to the main series bit in a minute. I want to review this. First off, I'll actually go a bit about the DVD release of this. I think this is what happened, is that they released the series, this is Australian and British, they released volumes, then they released a full box set in Australia, the full release in Australia, but we only had a limited release here, and so we could only get these volumes 1 and volume 2. So, and then we finally got the box set of it. I was quite excited because I prefer to have box sets than individual volumes, so I decided I'm going to get this. All official views of this, images like on websites, they show a little black line around the edge, indicating like a box thing that you click open, like a normal DVD case, but thicker. So I was like, oh, that'd be good. But it's not. What it actually is, right, hang on. This is series volume 1 and volume 2. They're all in they're in a slipcase type of thing. And then when I got this, I was rather disappointed to find that all the Ultimate Collector's box is volume 1 and 2 put into a slipcase. That annoyed me quite a lot. So essentially, if you've already got volume 1 and 2, do not buy this. It is exactly the same. You can probably print this off. Anyway, I'll go on to colours and everything. Let's move that out of the way. Got volume 1. I like the artwork. It's good artwork. That is what K-9 looks like in the series. They've I like what they've done. They've sort of kept it to a sort of K-9 standard, but with a few alterations. Well, quite a few alterations. And it's actually got legs now. I'll point out that in the series he does fly nearly all the time. He never moves, but on the ground like the original K-9 did. He always flies. This is the only time I've ever actually seen K-9 hover at all. And on the back you can see some of the Yeah, because the real K-9 does appear briefly at the beginning, but I think that's just to try and join them together. But then you've got like these aliens here, cosmetics in this, or not good. But that's because they probably didn't have that much of a budget. So yeah, that's volume 1, and volume 2 is exactly the same, except it's red. Oh, and it's got 3 different monsters on the back. So yeah, it's the stories in this I like the series, although the layout on the menus on these discs are not good. Well, they're okay, but like when you get to episode, for some reason I never click play. All I always go to episode selection. That way, if I want to stop after an episode, I can just do that and then go straight to the episode. I prefer that than trying to work out how many episodes I've watched. But I think this is what will happen. Each disc has 3 episodes each, except the last disc, which I didn't know. So I watched what I thought was the last episode, and that several months later I was looking online to see if any news on Series 2, and suddenly I noticed that there's 2 episodes that I hadn't seen before. And what it turns out is on the last disc, there's actually a third menu thing with the episode selection with 2 more episodes, which I didn't know about. So I then immediately went and had to go get the box set again. Not as in buy it, just go grab the box set off my shelf and watch those 2 episodes. And they actually do end the series a lot better than that episode I thought it ended it on. Yeah. Apparently they're planning on doing like a series 2, but apparently there's going to be like a new K-9 design unveiled in July 2013, and we just heard nothing. We haven't really heard anything about a new series, or we've heard that it's in development. So I really want them to do another series of this. This is a good series, and I'm hoping that now the BBC aren't actually doing any Doctor Who spin-offs, they will consider doing this, because Rusty Davies was the one in charge of, well, at one point in charge of the 2 spin-offs, Series Animations, and Stephen Moffat has said he's not doing any Doctor Who spin-offs because he's busy with other commitments, as well as Doctor Who. But he wouldn't have to do this. This would be like Bob Baker doing it, the creator of K-9. I've probably said that quite a few times now. Yeah. Characters. I can't remember the characters. Yeah, there's several main characters. There's not Dan Starkey. That's the person who plays Stratus in it. There's a character called Starkey. There's a character called Georgie. There's Darius and Professor Griffith. Because essentially what all these aliens come from is that there's because you got the department, which is essentially the government who try to control everything. You got these all policemen seem to be replaced by robots and everything. It's an interesting design, but again they don't look that good, but they sort of make it up with the writing. I thought I'm one of the few people who actually like the series, so yeah. What I and then you got this time portal thing that Professor Griffin is trying to get working. And that's really where all the bad stuff comes from. And I can't. Does it get destroyed? I can't remember. I haven't watched these in a while, but I can remember the episodes quite well. And then you got all the aliens coming, then Kanan's got to stop him, and a few other. Occasionally, like something else like there. Words. Yeah. I like all the characters. I think if they do a series 2 of this, there will be like a love interest with Darius and Georgie. Because there was a moment when they were very close to kissing, and then they got interrupted by things. What's interesting about Professor Griffin is that he actually has a phobia of going outside ever since his family died. And then and then that sort of gets resolved in the last episode to try and save everyone. So yeah, I really hope they do a series 2 of this. It is a good series. I love. I want. Sorry about that. My words sometimes get a bit mixed up. I have a tendency to speak before I think, so that's sort of where I stutter a little bit and get my words all mixed up. Yeah, I do want them to do another series. I'm looking forward to this. Again, if you bought Volume 1 and 2, do not buy the box set. They are essentially the same thing. Now, I am going to go to the worst place on earth. The dentist. Train Fan 44.